Hello Flash fans, it's Tim here, and today I'm going to be doing a review for Flashpoint. Now, Flashpoint is not the animated movie. I am doing Flashpoint the Graphic Novel. It came out a few years ago, and I'm mostly doing this, one, because it's one of the best graphic novels I've ever read, and two, because Flashpoint, or Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, the animated movie, is coming out soon. So, basically, I'm going to give you my review, and maybe talk about a little bit of the animated movie that might be coming up soon. But let's get started. So, Flashpoint basically starts with Barry Allen. He's sleeping at work, and Batman does narrate this story first off, and this is Batman of the, I don't know how to say this, the other parallel universe type of thing. So he's kind of narrating it, but he's not the hero of the story, which he says a lot. So it starts out with Barry Allen. He's at work, and he falls asleep in the middle of work. His boss comes in. He's like, "Come on, Barry Allen," and he's like, "Crap, there's a Captain Cold's down somewhere, and he has to help out the police." So Barry Allen runs out. He's about to jump off the stairs when he looks at his finger, and his ring's not there, where he keeps his suit. So he falls down the stairs, and someone calls his name, and who calls his name? His mom. Now, Barry Allen is shocked because his mom's supposed to be dead, and his mom's like, she's pretty old, and she's like, "Oh, let's go out to dinner like you promised." And Barry Allen's like, yeah, of course. And this is where the Flash realized that he's not in his world. This is a whole new world, and he's very confused, and he asks his grandmom all these questions like, "Well, where's Superman?" And Superman isn't in this new world. And he says, "Where's Batman?" And she says, "Oh, well, of course I heard of Batman." And Batman is not the same. Guys, spoiler alert, I will give you spoiler alert to the whole entire video. It is not Bruce Wayne, it is Thomas Wayne, his father, because in this alternate world, Bruce Wayne died and the mom died, so Thomas Wayne took over the mantle of Batman, and his costume's a little bit different. He took over more like a red eyes, red belt, and it's really awesome. I love it. And also, Thomas Wayne is a killer, guys. That's a whole new story. That's a whole thing, big part of this. So right now I'm going to go over basically all the different changes in the Flashpoint universe based off the main world. So, main thing to talk about is Thomas Wayne is Batman, not Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne is dead. Cyborg is basically the same. He's probably mainly the only character that never really changed. But the main thing is there is a war between Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is basically, they're both villains. They're both trying to take over the world. Aquaman has a new haircut and everything. If you played Injustice Gods Among Us, you can get all these skins there, and it's really awesome. But Wonder Woman actually killed Aquaman's wife, and that's why Wonder Woman is wearing her helmet as a sign of warning. And it's really intense and everything. And basically, the main story is Flash figuring out everything and trying to take down Aquaman and Wonder Woman. And another thing to touch over are Shazam isn't really Shazam. His name's Captain Thunder. And there's really 7 separate kids that all say Captain Thunder at the same time and become him. So instead of having Billy Batson, Shazam, it's 7 separate kids as one. That's pretty interesting. And some of the villains aren't villains anymore. And then we also have no more Hal Jordan. He never became the Green Lantern. It's still Shazam, sir. I can't say his name exactly right. But he never died, so he's the Green Lantern of Earth now, which is also interesting. And when this Flashpoint actually was first released, they did lots of tie-ins. So you could, basically almost every character who had a series had a Flashpoint tie-in. So if you want more details on all those characters, you can pick up those comics separately. I don't know if you can still sell them. They might have them in trades, like they had Green Lantern, Flashpoint, and everything. But back onto the main thing. So, Barry Allen is realizing that this is not his world. So the first person he goes to is Batman. So he visits Batman, and Batman legit beats the crap out of him. And Batman's like, "You're not this, what's going on?" And finally Thomas Wayne gives Barry Allen a chance to talk. And, well, once Batman gives him a chance to talk, he's saying, "No, I'm actually a Flash of a parallel universe." And what gets Thomas Wayne's attention is, "I know Bruce Wayne." So Thomas Wayne's like, well, if you know Bruce Wayne and this isn't really our world and you can change it, then I'm going to give you a chance. And this is where the Flash realized that the person behind all of this is, you guessed it, the Reverse Flash. The Reverse Flash is the villain behind all this, and I'll get back to that later. It's a really confusing paradox story. But, so basically the Reverse is the person behind switching the world and everything that made all these villains turn evil and all the heroes turn evil and everything. So, first thing Flash does is he tries to get his powers back. And as he's trying to get his powers back, he's also losing his memory. He's losing his memory of his main world, and he's adapting to the new world, thinking that, oh, my mom never actually died. And he's slowly losing his mind. And as that's happening, he's like, I had to become the Flash. I had to fix this before I remember that this is all the Reverse Flash's fault, and that I can fix this. And Batman's like, okay, you're crazy, but let's just do this. So what does he do? Flash tries to get his powers the same way he got them before. He sits on top of Wayne Manor in an electric kind of chair and everything. You've probably seen this picture before. It's very famous. And by the way, it has great art. And a lightning bolt strikes him straight down on him, and it doesn't work right away. The comic, at least in one of the, not the trade paperback, but it ends, and he is just burnt, and it almost looks like Deadpool, and it looks really awesome. And he's covered up with bandages, and he says, I need to do it again. So he goes up on the roof. Batman's like, whatever, this is insane, this is crazy. And it works again. He gets shocked. Batman falls off the roof. Flash has his powers back and saves him. So now Flash has his power backs, but it's not on full, so he can't really travel back in time and do all that. And as this goes on, guys, I want to touch on a few things. Is that, one, Cyborg is trying to form a team to defeat Wonder Woman and Flash, and that's not working too well. But Batman changes his mind after the Flash convinces him that you had to save this universe to have Bruce back. Guys, don't mind the background music, or the background voices. And so Flash doesn't have his full powers back, which basically affects this whole thing. But he gets his powers back, and he convinces Batman to start a new team. And the first people they go to is Cyborg, and Cyborg goes to Superman, guys. This is really interesting. Flash is like, no, there's a most powerful human on Earth. His name is Superman, and we need to get him. And what's interesting is, instead of having Superman still crashed on Earth, but he crashed into Metropolis, and the government kept him in a chamber underground for almost his entire life, or at least for 30 years or so. So, because Superman is underground, he has never seen the yellow sun, so his powers haven't really grown. So he's basically just a normal human being trapped under this cell underground. So Cyborg, Batman, and Flash all go save Superman, and he's really, like, he's never really seen humans, so he's really confused. And what's awesome about this is they call it the Superman Project, and his body's not the same. He's not buff and huge. It's basically just a scrawny little skinny boy, and I really loved how they did that. And his chest is an S with a 1, so this whole thing is awesome, guys. I love the whole Superman thing, but Superman's so surprised. Second he sees his son, he just, boom, flies out into space, and Batman's like, that's your hero, and that's really interesting. So, Superman was a fail, but he will come back later. I'll touch on that again later. And so, Obama comes on the air. I'm just kidding, guys. But, so, Cyborg, Flash, and Batman, they find Element Woman and a buttload of characters, and what do? They go to New Themyscira, which Wonder Woman created, and they go fight Aquaman and Wonder Woman, which is an amazing fight and everything. But the main part is, during this fight, about halfway through, towards the end of the comic, we finally get to see Reverse Flash versus Flash. And what goes on here is basically the Reverse Flash saying they're fighting and everything, and it's really intense, and they're saying, Reverse Flash is like, this isn't my fault, this is your fault, and guess what? It is all Barry Allen's fault that this is going on. It's his fault because Barry Allen, a long time ago, went back in time to Reverse Flash and everything to save his mom, and by saving his mom, by his mom never dying, all these instances happen into having the Justice League never form and everything happening. So this is all his fault, and so it's all intense and everything. And Barry Allen's like, I can't kill the Reverse Flash. No matter what I do, nothing will change. So Flash doesn't kill Reverse Flash. Thomas Wayne comes behind him with a spear and stabs him right in the chest. So the Reverse Flash is dead, but the Reverse Flash's name is Twain. I forgot to mention that. So Twain is dead by getting killed by Batman, and Flash is basically losing all his memories. What he does is he just runs, guys. He runs and runs, and before he starts running, Batman or Thomas Wayne gives him a letter. We don't know what that is till the end, and he runs and runs and runs, guys, and he runs so fast he jumps back into time, but he doesn't have the cosmic treadmill just yet, so he only goes sort of back in time, where he meets his mom again, and he talks to his mom in a really emotional way, saying, "This is all my fault. By saving you, I killed millions." So he jumps on that cosmic treadmill, and he runs, guys, and guess what? He jumps right back into time, saves everything. He realized that there are 3 universes, so he's back in time. He wakes up from work, he has his ring, and he is the Flash. So guys, that's basically it. Reverse Flash gets killed by Batman, and it's a whole paradox, and it's very confusing, but definitely worth the read. So once Flash comes back, he visits Bruce Wayne, Batman, and Bruce Wayne, being Batman, knows everything that's going on, and this is the ending, guys. Flash gives Batman that paper, and on that paper it says a letter from Thomas Wayne, and the last scene you get is Batman taking off his mask and just tears rushing down his face. And it's so intense, guys. What we got out of this is Batman got a letter from his father, which is extremely emotional, and Flash also got all his memories of him being with his mom, even though it's not the real world. And guys, that's basically how it ends. That is Flashpoint. And I can't even explain how good this was, guys. We basically got a glimpse of almost every character in DC. We got the Resistance, we got Grifter, we got the Justice League, everything, and it's just amazing. They really touched on everything, and all the tie-ins explain how each character changed in this new world, and all this world changed is because Flash traveled back in time to save his mom with the Reverse Flash and everything. The Reverse Flash dies by Batman, Thomas Wayne, and the Reverse Flash and Flash, Barry Allen, goes on the cosmic treadmill, saves the life and everything. It's very confusing, but it's insane. It's a great story, guys. I give it a 10 out of 10. I know it came out a while ago, but I wanted to review it for you guys so you could know what's actually going to be happening in the new anime movie coming up. So guys, I really hope you enjoy my review. I enjoyed it, and I really want you to. So don't forget to click that like button down below. Also subscribe to my channel for the latest comic book reviews, and I'll also be reviewing Flashpoint Paradox, the anime movie. So subscribe to my channel so you can stay tuned to that. Also follow me on Twitter. I'll tweet you there, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a nice day.